So if you saw one of the last few videos, you guys saw that I picked up this E36 M3 and it has some issues. So when we bought this car, we knew it had low compression in cylinder 5, and I needed to look into what was causing it. So I ended up ordering this little compression tester and this leak down tester. We're gonna run a compression test first. Just verify the numbers across the rest of the cylinders, see how bad the damage is, whether it's just cylinder 5 or any other ones. And then from there, hopefully this leak down tester will tell us what exactly is causing it. I've never used any of this before, so this is all new to me. I guess we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we'll have some help, and I guess let's just jump right into it. All right, so this is where we're at so far. We've done the first compression test on cylinder 1. As you can see, we're at 174, so cylinder 1 is looking good. We're gonna work our way down the entire head. Try to make sure each one we're doing at least 2 tests per, just to make sure everything is accurate. And I think cylinder 5 here is gonna be the main culprit. But we got our compression tester, we got our leak down tester, which is gonna be step 2 here. But we're just gonna continue working down the line and see how we're looking. But hopefully, best case scenario is we run compression, everything looks good, and it's like another smaller issue that we're dealing with.
Stupid issue.
Yeah, that we haven't tried, but it looks like spark plugs are decently new. Fuel injectors are new according to the paperwork that I received. So I'm hoping everything comes up around 170. I think you're allowed, what, 10% variance?
Yeah.
Something like that. So
If everything should be over 170 for a healthy motor. Technically online, if you read, it says 130, but that's bullshit. Like,
yeah, we don't want to be, we want to be closer to the higher number. So hopefully everything is around 170, maybe like 180, 160, we'll deal with that. But worst case scenario, compression on cylinder 5 is actually really low, and we're gonna have to rebuild the head. But the main thing is today figuring out with the leak down test where the issue is, whether it's exhaust side, intake side, or a gasket or something. So we'll continue down, and I'll pick up the camera again once we finish up the compression test. And you guys have seen me do a lot of work on a lot of different cars. Suspension work, cosmetic work, interior work. But one thing I have not gotten into is actual engine mechanical work. If you're wondering, do I know what I'm doing? Yes, to a certain extent, but I'm not the best at this kind of stuff. So that's why we're enlisting the help of eManual Online, and they're gonna be the sponsor of this video. And with eManual Online, you can actually browse over 2.5 million repair manuals. You just put in the year, make, and model of your vehicle. And from there, you'll see a number of different manuals, from their factory service manual, their full service manual. So I have the BMW 3 Series service manual pulled up right here. This is for my particular vehicle, and I'll be using this for a lot of the work going forward on this car. And if you're watching this video, you can actually go click the link down below and use my discount code NABIL22 for 22% off, and hopefully save yourself a little bit money. I'm 100% going to be using for this car for all the work that we're doing, and I might even buy one for the E30 once that car's back as well. Click the link down below, save yourself a little bit of money, and you can browse through hundreds of vehicles to find the manual that's right for you. All right, so we ran the compression test on all 6, and this is kind of how the numbers are looking. So we got 174 on cylinder 1, 184 on 2, 187. So cylinders 1, 2, and 3 are looking very good. And then as you can see, this is kind of where our issue lies. We're at 81 PSI and 74 PSI on 4 and 5. But then on number 6, we're at 191. My guess at least is there's a blown head gasket between 4 and 5, hence why both are leaking and both have bad compression. But again, that's just a guess. We're gonna do the leak down test on 4 and 5 and see if that tells us anything else. But
Either way, this head's coming off.
Yeah, either way, this head's coming off, right? Whether it's a head gasket, it needs new valves or whatever. But yeah, unfortunately, we thought best case it wasn't going to be anything and it was going to be something else. But yeah, according to the numbers, it says otherwise.
We were hoping that the numbers were wrong that we were given.
Yep, because I think the original number he gave me was 60 something for cylinder 5, so it kind of makes sense. It adds up perfectly. But yeah, so now time for the leak down, and we'll go from there. Yeah, so we're trying to warm up the car. Obviously not keep it started as longer than we have to, but long enough where it gets warm.
Just
So
go for like another minute and then
it should be good, right? Yeah. Trying to hold a steady RPM of like 2,000. Once it bogs down like that, it's kind of hard to bring it back up. So.
we should be good, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, we should be good.
Yeah, that didn't sound the best. It sounded cool, but not good. Yeah, gas.
You can smell it.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and start this leak down test. So this is where we're at so far. We got all of we let the car warm up, obviously, for a little bit, nothing too crazy, but then we removed all our spark plugs. We got cylinder 4 here at top dead center. So we're gonna be testing that one first, since that one had 81 PSI in the compression test, and then we'll do 5 after that. But we got everything set up, so our gauge is set to 0, and this will tell us how much compression we're losing. Now we just plug, where'd it go? The leak down testing piece in here. And we go ahead and start the test. Yeah, it's coming out of here.
Did you take that spark plug out?
Yeah.
Oh no, put it back in. Go. Okay.
No, we're not at top dead center. That's why.
Okay. Makes sense. Same thing happens. We're definitely top dead center.
Yeah. And it's only that one.
Yeah. You know what my thought is? My thought is actually.
I can feel the air coming out.
You can feel it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we plugged up cylinder 4 because obviously we're guessing there's a blown gasket,
Maybe,
or
yeah.
it's coming out of the exhaust valve and back into cylinder 4. That's our guess right now. But we plugged this up with a spark plug, and we got the air compressor on there, and we can clearly hear that somewhere on this side there's a leak. And then you said you felt it in.
You can just go. You can hear it.
And
Go
tap
like
on it?
tap on the exhaust. You'll hear it. It's clear as day.
Oh, you can. Yeah, it's loud.
Yeah. Put your hand in and go that.
Yeah, you can. It's loud.
I hear it.
Okay, so now at least we know it's not.
Bro, I really want to get a boroscope in there as well. Just to
Right?
see what it looks like.
Maybe I should. Maybe I'd order one. We can take a look at it.
We don't know anybody who has one around.
You can rent one from AutoZone, but I don't know how much.
Yeah, definitely somewhere on this side.
Just call him and ask him.
Yeah, call up, ask them how much it is to rent.
It's probably gonna be cheap. It's not gonna be.
Is that what is it, Advanced Auto again?
Yeah, Advanced Auto Pro. Here now.
Yeah, something definitely on the exhaust side, whether it's an
So what
exhaust
is that?
valve or the gasket is leaking. No, it has to be the valve.
Yeah, it has
to be the valve.
Has to be. I mean, I don't see any other like.
Look at that.
We thought we were doing it wrong. Like,
Yeah, we did like 4 times on 4. This is our first time doing it on 6 or 5. Mind unplugging this?
Yeah, I got you.
So obviously it wasn't best case scenario where, you know, it was just off numbers that were given to us. It was actually, I think the guess that the previous owner gave me was actually pretty correct. He said it might have been it might have been a valve issue, which is exactly what it's looking like. And we're guessing that it's the exhaust valve because we're hearing it from this side of the vehicle. But just to kind of recap, this was our numbers. My guess is that valve leaking on one of these is messing up the other numbers. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but that's just my guess. Again, I'm new to this. So, but either way, we're gonna have to start tearing this thing apart, getting this top end out. We might even remove the block to get that decked as well while we're rebuilding the top end. It's gonna be a lot of work and it's gonna be a fun process because it's definitely scary. But I think we're gonna call it here for today at least. There's not much else that we can do. We'll pick back up again in next week's video, start tearing all of this apart and hopefully getting this engine out as fast as we can. With that, thank you all for watching and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.